Determine if the function is even, odd, or neither. All right, in order to do this problem, what you want to do is to check to see if either of these two conditions are met, right? So we want to see if plugging negative x into the function gives you back the original function, or if it gives you the original function times -1 back. If neither of those two things are true, the function is neither even nor odd. All right, so what I recommend you do if you're having trouble with this kind of problem is to actually evaluate negative times f of x first. So in other words, you'll put a -1 out in front and then just put the original function in the parenthesis and distribute in that negative sign. All right, so if you do that, you're going to have -1 times -2x, which ends up giving you positive 2x. And then -1 times absolute value of x is going to give you negative absolute value of x, right? So what we're saying is negative f of x is equal to 2x minus absolute value of x. All right, so why is that helpful? Well, remember, we're trying to see if either of these two things are true, then we'll know if the function is even or odd. If neither of those two things are true, then we know it's neither. All right, so let's try to do the work that needs to be done, which is basically say f of negative x and see what that works out to be. So if you let x be negative x in f of x, you'll end up having -2 times negative x plus the absolute value of negative x. If we simplify this a little bit, the -2 times the negative x will give you positive 2x, and that'll be plus. Now, the absolute value of negative x is just the same as the absolute value of x, because anything you put into the absolute value sign will end up becoming positive, right? So putting a negative x in there is like saying -1 times x, and the -1 basically just becomes positive 1 times x. So essentially, we don't need to worry about the negative sign if it's thrust inside the absolute value symbol. So this becomes our answer for f of negative x, right? And the question is this guy the same as either this or this? Well, if f of negative x was the same as, say, f of x, then we would say the function is even. But I can see that positive 2x here is not the same as the negative 2x here. So the function is definitely not even. Then I need to figure out if f of negative x is the same as negative f of x. But again, I can see that it's not the same, because even though the 2x is the same here, this negative sign in front of the absolute value sign does not appear here. So that means f of negative x is not the same as negative f of x. And so basically that indicates that the function is neither even nor odd.